Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit then has 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, taking us a total of 3.1 miles around the landmarks of downtown Singapore. An average lap speed around here, just 107 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, the Rainmaster, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Raikkonen and George Russell, Vettel, Perez, Valtteri Bottas and Norris, Tsunoda, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi, Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
We're sat in P12.
Mazepin's just ahead. Push for the position.
Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. Schumacher behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 28.2 seconds. Pit strategy complete. Norris is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 7.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:41.8. You're gaining by 1.6 seconds a lap.
bad for a number 2 driver.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
It's never easy to make it across the finish line here in Singapore, but they've done so with some style here today to take a remarkable victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the folks at Alpine have shown once again what it takes to build a successful Formula One team. A well-deserved win for them. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Rainmaster. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern day Formula One.
Let's move on to the constructors. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.